Hey Loopers, how's everyone preparing for Christmas? In just a few days, the brand new Winterfest kicks off, and trust me, Epic has some fantastic surprises in store before they head off for the holidays. But the real question is, will Winterfest 2024 be another flop like last year, or will it finally bring back the cozy Nutcracker House vibes? Let's break it all down, step by step. When else are we gonna get into the holiday spirit if not in the winter, right? So grab your popcorn, get comfy, it's time to dive into what might just be the best Winterfest yet. Let me kick it off by saying my all-time favorite holiday event was Fortnite's Winter Festival 2018. Back then, it wasn't even called Winterfest yet, and we didn't have the cozy Nutcracker Lodge with freebie gifts like we're used to now. It was more of an experiment Epic wanted to try out, especially since every live service game at the time was hopping on the holiday event hype train. Donald Mustard and the crew didn't want to miss out, and with everyone on holidays break, they needed something to keep the community entertained. So, for 14 days, the game dropped a ton of fun limited time modes, like Food Fight and One Shot. The OGs will remember the chaotic 50 versus 50 battles that turned the island into straight up Vietnam. On top of that, there were daily challenges with rewards for completing them. If you were playing back in Chapter 1, Season 7, you'll probably remember everyone spamming the Take the Elf emote. It was a clear nod to the iconic Take the L. The holiday experiment was a hit, but let's be real, Epic wouldn't be Epic without messing something up. That year, they botched the dates, so the 14 days of Fortnite ended earlier than planned. When players realized they'd been scammed, Epic's community team apologized and extended the challenges for another week. Despite the hiccups, it was clear the holiday event would return the following year. Fast forward to Operation Snowdown, arguably one of the snowiest missions in Fortnite history. The goal? Spread the holiday cheer across the island. But honestly, this event didn't hit the same, especially compared to Winterfest 2019. First off, they ditched the amazing Nutcracker House in the lobby, which killed the whole vibe of unwrapping gifts. Instead of that satisfying mystery of cracking open a freebie, we got some meh challenges that gave out a couple of free skins. Not bad, but definitely not the same magic. The return of Wings of Storm and the addition of themed locations were probably the biggest highlights of the winter event. Sure, we didn't get the Nutcracker House as a cozy lobby hangout this time, but it did make its way onto the island. There, you could always count on looting 3 guaranteed chests, which definitely helped maintain some festive vibes. Another win was the return of classic modes. A fan favorite? Royale, where Fortnite basically turned into something like Warzone. No, this isn't an ad. As for Operation Snowdown, it had its moments, especially with the Shockwave mode, where weapons launched players back instead of dealing damage. The only way to win was to push your enemies into the storm. Modes like this saved the event from being boring, as they were genuinely fun to play. However, after the incredible Winterfest 2019, it feels like Epic hasn't been able to fully recapture the magic. The community noticed this, and so did I. Moving on to Winterfest 2022, it's hard to call it bad because the free rewards were solid. The Nutcracker House was packed with fun animations and trinkets, but the map itself saw barely any changes. Aside from a few minor updates you'd need a magnifying glass to spot, there wasn't much to celebrate. The holiday spirit felt missing, as if the event wasn't really happening. Instead of unique and exciting modes, we got creative maps again. While it worked the first time, replaying the same concept felt stale. That said, General Frost made his return, patrolling the map in his festive truck, keeping some of the holiday charm alive. Now, onto the past year's Winterfest. At first, I thought it deserved a lower ranking, especially since we lost the Nutcracker House again. However, it's clear Epic shifted focus toward developing new modes of metaverse and didn't want to reuse old assets. Instead of the Nutcracker, we got to help the Ship It company, which was a refreshing change. Unlike Operation Snowdown, we didn't have to grind boring challenges to unlock free skins. The rewards this year were actually pretty decent, with the standout being the festive Bushranger skin. Half the server seems to be rocking it. Another win this year was the fully fledged holiday village in the north. This time, General Frost stepped out of his truck and settled in the festive village. The location was incredibly atmospheric, although it was hard to enjoy with 1 million players landing there in every match. Other additions, like the delivery office and Krampus Hut, were nice touches but not particularly memorable. Overall though, this Winterfest was well put together, even if some things could have been polished further. If we consider the amount of work Epic put into this, they definitely deserve some credit. Learning from the mistakes of Operation Snowdown, they came back strong the following year with a proper holiday event that felt like the Winterfest we all know and love. That's why Winterfest 2021 secures the second spot on the list. Let's start with the return of the Nutcracker House in the lobby, bringing back the festive vibes we sorely missed the year before. This time though, General Frost took center stage as the festival's main hero, and the house was packed with fun decorations that added to its unique vibe. What got everyone excited were the 3 free skins, even though 2 of them were recolors of each other. But hey, free is free, and everyone loved them, especially the Icy Peely, which became an instant favorite. While the Nutcracker House was cool, we'd seen it before, so it wasn't exactly surprising. But the appearance of Spider-Man in the Winterfest trailer? That sent every Webhead fan into a frenzy. Epic even added full voiceovers for Peter Parker and MJ, which was a neat touch. Unlike the previous year, where Donald Mustard focused on game modes, this Winterfest shifted attention to community maps and creative mode. Meanwhile, General Frost kept things lively, driving around the island in his festive truck. Some lucky players got legendary weapons as gifts from him, while others, well, they ended up under the truck's wheels. Winterfest 2021 fixed a lot of the issues from Operation Snowdown. It might not have been the best holiday event ever, but it was atmospheric, festive, and fun. Now, for the gold medal, Winterfest 2019. This was the first Winterfest, and it set the bar so high that no other event has quite matched it. Back then, we got the legendary Nutcracker House as its own tab in the lobby, and the rewards were amazing. Some players still use the Millennium Falcon glider to this day. Most importantly, Epic gave us 2 free skins for the first time ever. Before that, the only free skins we'd seen were tied to promotional campaigns. On top of that, they brought back a ton of fan-favorite modes. Personally, I'll never forget the hype around the return of the John Wick mode, where you could unlock an incredible black umbrella. For context, that reward hasn't been seen in the game since. The excitement in the community was off the charts. The vibe that Winterfest 2019 created has yet to be matched by any other holiday event. So, there you have it. 6 years of Fortnite's holiday celebrations. In my opinion, every Winterfest has its charm, even with its flaws. The festive vibes always do their job. If you disagree with my ranking, drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Big holiday shout out to everyone who watched this video to the end and hit that like button. This has been Punk. Have an absolutely amazing holidays time. Take care.